depletion and contamination of drinking water for disadvantaged communities in the GSP area. According to an analysis that we conducted with South Health Enterprises, at the groundwater levels measurable objectives alone, at least 570 domestic wells will go dry in Madera County. And at the minimum thresholds, at least 1,600 wells will go dry. The minimum thresholds could let water levels drop up to 130 feet in some areas. Regarding groundwater quality, the GSP will only monitor for compliance with standards for arsenic, nitrates, and total dissolved solids. This means that the GSAs will not be aware of other contaminants that are increasing or spreading due to the way that groundwater is managed. We know that many other dangerous groundwater contaminants exist in the area. Groundwater management activities can cause contamination in many ways. For example, concentrated pumping can draw contaminants into new areas, or recharge projects can cause new contaminants such as uranium to emerge. As currently written, the draft GSP does not consider the interest of disadvantaged communities as it is required to do under SGMA. It is likely to cause a disparate impact on communities of color in violation of state and federal civil rights laws. We ask the GSA to modify its sustainable management criteria to protect the supply and quality of drinking water for disadvantaged communities, and adopt a concrete drinking water mitigation program to protect drinking water for disadvantaged communities. We hope to work with the GSA in the coming years to implement such program as soon as possible, gather data on drinking well impacts, and modify its sustainable management criteria to protect drinking water resources. And that's from Amanda Monaco.
Okay. Any other public comment? Okay.
Okay. Item C, discussion possible action on the, we need to close the hearing first. And we have discussion possible action on the adoption of the Madera Basin Joint Groundwater Sustainability Plan, and that's resolution number 2019-GSA 02.
So as the board's aware, the GSP has been in development for quite some time. This is the joint GSP that includes the City of Madera, County of Madera, Madera Water District, and MID. Chapters were released throughout the year when they were ready to be published, and then the entire draft of the GSP was released to the public in August. There was a 90-day comment period. The joint GSP received a number of comments. Those comments were all addressed and incorporated where necessary. They are listed in the appendices, the comment letters that you all have received throughout the time period, along with how each of those comments was addressed again if need be. So that was all incorporated, and the final GSP is now in front of you for adoption.
Any questions? Everyone speak up at one time.
I'm going to vote to approve it, even though I have read through this and I realize that this is a document that is making lots of assumptions on things that we don't really probably understand yet of what action here is going to affect the action over here. And it's going to be a learning process over the next 5 years especially. And if I understand it right, this is some of the stuff we're approving is only for 5 years, but this is for supposedly 20 years. And I'd rather keep it local so that we have the local people here working on it instead of the state coming. So I would move to approve resolution 2019 GSA 02.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second
Okay. Any other comments?
it. Yeah, I have a comment. I have some of the same concerns Carl does, although it's not perfect, it's a work in progress. And I'd say it's probably part of our due diligence to make sure that all the parties that are signing on to meet their part of the deal. And I, for one, am gonna be watching, and so it's a matter of how much time does it take? So, anyway, for what it's worth.
Any comments? Comments from the public? Full board, please.
Director LaCourse?
Yes.
Director Kennedy?
Yes.
Director Davis?
Yes.
Director Jansen?
Yes.
Director Erickson?
Yes.
Item D, discussion possible action on the approval of the coordination agreement and designation of the representative and alternate representative, resolution number 2019-GSA 03.
So, the Madera Sub-Basin has a total of 4 GSPs, so then it has the joint GSP, the Root Creek GSP, Bradley Ford GSP, and Houston GSP. And with that, the state requires a coordination agreement amongst all of those parties. So the coordination agreement that was included in your board packet, has been discussed over quite a period of time, with the different agencies. It does include, a number of topics. It includes things such as a point of contact, which all of the agencies to date, as far as I know, have agreed on Davis Engineering being the point of contact going forward. It also has some cost sharing breakdowns, that include things like the point of contact and also the data management systems and such. We do have estimates for all of that work. They are relatively, when you break them down to what it relates to the MID GSA, for instance, the data management system is around $10,000. The point of contact is around $10,000 and such. So those are, kind of the scopes that we're looking at right now. And again, those costs are shared amongst all of those participating in the coordination agreement, which
Those are split evenly.
the 7 agencies, yes. And the point of contact has some other nuances to it. If one GSA, for instance, has an issue and is consuming a lot of the point of contact's time, then they should be footing the bill for that and such. But those are all outlined in, section 4.3 of the coordination agreement. As far as my understanding goes, and don't quote me on it because I haven't quite got definitive answers, but it sounds like Root Creek has approved this in substantial form, Bradley Ford has approved this in substantial form, and I also believe the Madera Water District has approved this. It's not going to the county until January. I believe it's on the city's agenda for tomorrow evening, and I don't have the schedule for you. So a lot of the agencies have come together. There's still some concerns held by one agency, is our understanding, but it seems like the other 6 agencies most definitely are moving forward with the approval of this in the same form. The other agency, I can't speak to them at the moment. Also, as part of this is the designation of a representative and alternative representative. That'll actually be an exhibit in the back of the coordination agreement, so the board can choose, to handle that however it so chooses. One thought is to make the representative, the chair of the MID Groundwater Committee, and just state it as that, and that way as the people rotate, that person can rotate also. And then maybe the alternate is the general manager or their designee. So that way we don't have to, every year be updating names and such, but it's completely up to the board how you guys wanna handle that. You can also name specific people. So, any questions?
So who is our groundwater representative?
Currently Brian and Dave are on that, yeah,
Dave's the chairman.
but that obviously rotates.
Not necessarily.
Warren has every so often. So that's just an idea that you guys can choose to handle it however you like.
Well, it makes sense to do it that way, so we don't have to pass through it through head up.
I
Once
move to
again,
approve
please.
resolution number 2019-GSA 03.
Second
With the recommendations from Dina related to the appointees. It's
Yeah.
lines in the resolution.
So there's multiple lines within the resolution?
Yeah, so it would be,
A representative. and
yeah, so it would be
Alright.
MIT Groundwater Committee Chairperson, and then for the alternate would be, as you suggested, the general manager, his designee.
Sounds good.
We're willing to continue to
Choice.
We're getting to committees.
You noticed how high he raised his hand?
Yeah, I did go to see the last meeting in
Was there a
support.
second?
Yeah,
Rick,
okay. Questions from the public? Questions from the board?
If I, is this the one that just lasts for 5 years?
Yes, I
It's
believe they
re-
put a sunset date.
And so my question is, what happens in 2025?
Well, that's our, back to relooking at it again.
Yes, one of the agencies felt strongly about putting, a term or timeline associated with it, so that we would have to come back
Okay.
to the table, since at the 5-year mark, that's also when things are happening with the
I just wondered why that was.
Yeah,
picked.
that was a
Just
very
forced
good one.
everybody to get back together again,
Yeah,
We're gonna be meeting anyway.
Right.
and so-
exactly, yeah, which is good, I mean, it's good to have agreements that you take a look at every once in a while.
Director LaQuasha?
Yes.
Director Cousins?
Yes.
Director Davis?
Yes.
Director Jensen?
Yes.
Director Fitz?
Yes.
Okay, I have item E, discussion possible action on the dissolution of the Madera Sub-Basic GSA Coordination Committee Charter. That's resolution number 2019-GSA 04.
So now with the approval of the coordination agreement, we have a coordination work group. And so, I mean, I know that, everybody loves attending lots of meetings, but, what the consensus was with the group and the coordination committee currently comprises of the 4 agencies who are doing the joint GSPs, so City of Madera, Madera County, Madera Water District, and MID. So the thought is, that the coordination work group would now replace the committee, since we have to meet as a group anyway, per the coordination agreement. So with that, just to have a clean, separation, we are proposing to dissolve the Madera Basin GSA Coordination Committee charter.
I mean, we're not gonna wait 20 years and realize.
Right, and then find out we still are part of this group.
Move for 2019 JSA 04. Yeah.
Yes.
Second.
First and second. Anybody comment?
Question.
Yes.
So if the coordination agreement creates a coordination group, that would be of all of the parties that are involved in the coordination agreement, so all 7 agencies?
Yes.
So then what happens with, because the coordination committee was just the 4 agencies within the one GSP, so what happens to that? Like, you guys now have that discussion with everybody?
Mhm.
Or will you continue to meet on a separate
Yeah.
basis for just that GSP?
The guidelines were to put it to everybody.
Yeah,
Everyone
so,
has to be together now.
right, so the goal of the work group is so that we come and discuss sub-basin-wide issues with the entire work group. That doesn't necessarily mean that at a future date or some other period of time that, you know, we're precluded from the 4 agencies discussing things, but it's just now that the development of the GSP is complete, there didn't seem to be a need for the coordination committee. The coordination committee was for us to coordinate on the development of the GSP. The GSP is now developed, so, we can now determine going forward with implementation, how we wanna handle it, whether we wanna do it solely through the work group, or maybe at a period of time, we might see the need for some other form of organization.
So my question becomes, is this slightly premature in that you're not sure how the other agencies are gonna respond and as we look towards that 5-year mark, so like year 2.5, you guys are gonna start working on the update for the 5-year? Are you gonna have to come back and recreate a whole nother committee to do that when you already have one in place?
You're all gonna be working together, because if you're
You
working,
hope.
Well, we're going into this optimistically, that we're all signing a coordination agreement, which says we're all going to coordinate, so.
But you have one agency that hasn't signed on yet, and
We actually have multiple, I mean, the county
Yes.
Madera also hasn't approved it, but yes. Yes, so that's the plan, is to dissolve the charter and then to move forward with the coordination agreement, so.
the
And then
state would
again,
be
if we need
involved.
to, yeah,
The
if we
state would
need
be
to,
involved prior to that if we didn't get it together, because at some point, they still have to approve what we're doing.
we can always create or resurrect the charter, so.
Well, we have the availability to do it under the GSP at this point, right? You could get back together with whatever agencies are signed on
You can always-
and work
Yeah.
together.
Through the correct process, you can always form
Yeah.
groups for agencies to work together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so pull the board, please.
Yes, Director McCutcheon?
Yes.
Director Kenseth?
Yes.
Director Davis?
Yes.
Director Jansen?
Yes.
Director Erickson?
Yes.
Item F, discussion possible action on the memorandum of understanding with respect to the cost sharing and the implementation of the Madera Sub-Basin Joint GSP Resolution Number 2018-GSA05.
Yes, so now we're talking money. So we have, we developed an MOU for cost sharing just within the Madera Sub-Basin Joint GSP. So for example, the initial, expenditure coming up will likely be the annual report. So this year, we have to do an annual report. So we're already looking at contracting with David's for that report, but this is just a basic, very straightforward agreement that says that the 4 agencies within the joint GSP will divide the cost equally. And it's not just limited to the annual report, it's the annual report, but other things that come up that we think fall into the joint GSP implementation.
There are statements, we all have to work together, so.
Exactly. And we all have to pay for everything.
Okay.
I'll move to approve the resolution 2019 GSA 05.
Second.
First and second. Questions from the public? Questions from the board? Pull the board, please.
Director McCutcheon?
Yes.
Director Kenseth?
Yes.
Director Davis?
Yes.
Director Jansen?
Yes.
Director Erickson?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna adjourn as the MID Groundwater Sustainability Agency and reconvene as the MID Board of Directors. We have special business, item 2A, discussion possible action on the board reorganization pursuant to Water Code Section 21376.
It's that time of year.
I say we keep it the same.
Would you like to make a motion to that, please?
I move that we keep the, organization of the board identical to the way it is right now.
Second.
First and second. Any questions from the public?
What are your other options?
We're gonna open it up for
Okay.
nominations.
Scramble it all up.
So currently it's Director Erickson is president, vice president is Director Cousins, and then treasurer is Anthony, and I'm the secretary. So we just keep it how it is.
Other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I move that we, keep the ad hoc committee chairs and committee structure same as it was for 2019.
Okay, so we're only, so discussion possible action on authorizing the MIT ad hoc resolution to 2019-49. We have the Fresno River Madera Water District Centennial Fee Structure Analysis and Infrastructure Modification. These are the ad hocs we are, wanting to extend for 1 year. The new committee that we haven't previously discussed is this infrastructure modification. And it's to explore the options related to the district facilities and permitting requirements. Since it is a new ad hoc, we will need to, determine who's gonna serve. It's 2 members of the board make the ad hoc, and we do not, because it's